Alright, what do we got going on today? It's Saligia. So I guess, welcome to Out Past the Rings, Volume 68! Today we're talking about the new Innocence, the only 10-inch release by Saligia. I guess they did have a split 7-inch with Amygdala prior to this, but this was released in November 23rd of 2016. The physical record was not released until early the following year. The history behind this is React with Protest, essentially, is all it is, because I knew Lars from, well, running React with Protest, as well as playing in the Apoplexy Twist Orchestra, a bunch of other bands, and Republic of Dreams, I think at that point, had already started up, so I was showing a lot of love for that band as well, and we'd also connected on Tentacles, just both loving Tentacles. So the band Tentacles is very good if you haven't heard Tentacles. Anyway, back to Saligia. I think I'm saying that correctly because I saw them at React with Protest Crimea River Fest in 2017. It was on the Non-Murtex tour, and honestly, they were absolutely fantastic live. If you don't really know what they sound like, it's like a grindy emo-violence thing going on there, cross of maybe Reversal of Man, Resurrectionists, and Graf Orlok. This band is, I think, all of Resurrectionists, perhaps, minus Sabine, I think. But don't quote me on that, but there's definitely a lot of Resurrectionists people in this band. It's a little more emo-violence and a little less, I don't know, it's a little less, I guess, maybe crusty and dark. I don't know. It's still very dark, and you could probably argue it's crusty, so maybe just don't listen to what I'm saying. What else do we have to talk about with this? We've got, the physical release. I believe there were 300 of these made on beautiful screen-printed jackets. And one of the super interesting things is what is on the other side of this screen-printed jacket, so you can't tell from that. It's the Funeral Diner Evilock split 10-inch covers. I guess there was a bunch of extra ones, so the Saligias are inside out the Funeral Diner ones. You might notice on this, you probably wouldn't notice, but I noticed that our name wasn't included of the labels involved, so I had to stick a sticker on the back. So it kind of looks like we're the only label, but considering the rest of the records don't have the logo on it or anything, I think it's an okay trade-off. The band broke up relatively shortly after I saw them live. I think they would have broken up then in 2018, because I remember they were ceased to be a thing. Really, really glad I got to see them live. We're almost out of stock of these. I think we're down to our last 4. There's 1 in the Canada International store, and there's 3 in the American store. So feel free to pick them up. The art for this was done by Connie of See You Space Cowboy. I really like that art, and the colors on it really pop. Yeah, we already talked about the insert. It's got the lyrics. I got nothing else. It's an excellent release. I love 10 inches. I think the band just kind of got lost quickly in terms of them being a thing. I mean, there was talks of Letters to Catalonia having a split with Saligia at one point, but that obviously didn't happen. So we'll just end it there, and the next Out Past the Rings is the Under a Sky So Blue, the Spectacle Provides EP, that I've got a fair amount of information to share about. So until then, we'll just...